So welcome to the massage video on how to massage anybody, not just your partner, not just for money, but anybody for workplace development or promotion, or if you just want to take care of somebody who really needs a massage. These are the basic steps that you're going to do to effectively do a wonderful, nice, relaxing massage. So what we're going to do in the very beginning is we're going to check on our client. Our client is already on the table, but let's just say our client comes in the office door. It's the first time they're meeting you. What are some things that you should take or actually do to protect yourself and your business? Even if you're not running a business, it still will protect you, because nowadays people are crazy. People will sue you. People will try to get money from you, try to swindle you or scheme you or try to run game on you, all that good stuff. So for me, I want to make sure I have my client intake form. This form right here, this is just a client intake form or a history form, medical history form. Same things. They just basically give you a detailed, well, not history on everything, because technically you're not a doctor or a license holder of any type of massage or aesthetics, whatever you're doing, but you still want to give them brief information. This one page only has their first name, last name, address. Not everybody's going to give you their address because yes, it's personal information, but it's nice to have just in case something happens. You can find their mom or dad or brother, sister, cousin, uncle, something. You never know, somebody might have some sort of heart attack in your room, or God forbid. But if they do have a medical concern, it's nice to have an address, because hell, when the police come or some ambulance comes, they know how to notify the next of kin, and you got their information. Because if they're going through some sort of cardiac arrest or seizure or anything where they can't talk, how are you going to get that information? So it'd be nice if you could get that type of information. So from here, it's just basically saying, how old are you? Are you of sound mind? Your education level, is it past high school at least? So that person is mentally sane to be on your table. You never want to give somebody, especially a minor, so somebody who's under the age of 18 and under, or 17 and under, you might want to get, or definitely in your state, not all states, get their permission from their parents. Some states you don't have to get permission, but you should still notify somebody. They're still a minor. You don't want any problems at all. So just make sure they have photo ID so you can verify their date of birth and all that good stuff. This will cover you. And it just says, are you allergic to the oils that I'm going to use? I'm normally going to use coconut oil, or a massage oil that has no nuts or berries or anything in it, just plain cream. But I still need to make sure that you are not allergic to silicones or silicates. That's in plain cream. So that can still break you out, almost like latex gloves. Latex, some people are allergic to latex, even though it doesn't have anything on it, but some people are allergic to plastic. So just make sure they sign this or fill this out, please. At bare minimum. If you don't have this type of form, what else can you do? You can take a before and after picture. A before picture, I'm not saying take a naked picture of them, but I'm saying have them come in, or some sort of video saying, hey, I'm Benjamin and I give my practitioner permission to do a massage on me. End of recording. You can just say their first and last name, but as long as their picture or they're being videotaped, how can you fake or refute that in court? So you have something, or at least let somebody in your office, or text somebody saying I have a client at 2 o'clock, so you can stay safe. Okay, so those are just the first things that I would do during my massage if I'm going to go into this type of business or work on anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. So after that, she's fine, she's great. Right here, everything that I have right here, and you're going to get a closer look in just a minute, so no worries. Right here, water. You never know if somebody might have a hot flash, or a guy comes in, he just came from running whatever miles, and he all of a sudden flustered and sweating and crap. He needs to cool down. Give him a bottle of water, give him some towel, give him a napkin, tell him to go sit down, and he's going to be okay, or she. After the bottle of water, because it's good to have even after the massage for hydrating purposes, you're going to have your choice of massage oils. You can use coconut oil. You can get this at anywhere. Organic coconut oil, refined, cold pressed, all that good stuff. Or you can use hemp seed oil, jojoba oil. This right here is a cream, which you're going to see in the video. It's a little thicker, so you only need to add a little bit. Oils and coconut oil, stuff like that, like a little thinner oils, might be a little too greasy for people. But some people I like a nice slip, so I use all of them. But you can purchase your own. These will be in the description in the video, so you can click on the links that I prefer of my brand. I love shea oil, shea butter. If I can get my hands on a good quality amount, because I like to slather the whole body, I like shea. Shea will go in your skin, stay in your skin, moisturize everything. So shea butter is my number one. But these would be backups. This is like a good first starter. I wouldn't start with shea unless you know what you're doing, because it is thicker and stickier. So for you, it may be like, wow, I don't want to use this. This is gonna be too messy. For me, it's perfect. And I like the grip of shea, because it allows you to just stick to the body. So for more deep tissue, I'm gonna use shea butter. Now, you can also have your hot wax or your warm wax, hot wax. It's a candle with soy wax. You light it, and I'm gonna drip it on the body. It's a little warm, you let your client know, but it's perfect. It's like, shit, wow, I need this in my life. And it's a perfect oil. Shea, or actually shea soy is a little more expensive, but it's worth it. You only need one of these once every 2 or 3 months. So you only really need one can. You don't have to overbuy it, because as you can see, it's burning at a slow temperature and it stays warm. Other than that, I have my blowtorch. The blowtorch is just to light the fire. And then I have our license. You don't have to have a license. This video is for people who don't have a license at all, and people who have a license. So if you just want to refresh yourself about the massage strokes, but if you have a license or certificate through the education courses that you're going to take through my training, yes, you will get a certificate. So at least hang your certificate so people can see it and know that you're a professional and you know your stuff. What are some of the things in your massage therapy endeavors should you have in your office, or if you're going to a mobile event or somebody's house, what should I have besides the stuff I showed you earlier? Well, of course you need your massage table. So bottom of the screen, when you're scrolling down, you'll see a list of all the tables that I've purchased and what I would love to purchase in the future if I had super dollars, because there's some tables that are phenomenal. They move, they glide, they twist, they turn, and they also like vibrate or get warm. They have a built-in heater. Some of them are like water beds. Some come with a Vichy shower. Those are for the more destination type of spas. But let me tell you, if you have that type of money, it's worth spending it. But for me, this is just a basic table. So these tables, the links, it'll go to like Costco or Walmart, or shoot, hell, I think even Best Buy online actually sells massage tables now. Wow, it's crazy. They have built-in speakers in the massage table. I'm like, wow, it's amazing. But these tables are very affordable nowadays. So you definitely need a massage table. You need a bolster. The bolster goes underneath the legs, and it takes pressure off the lower back. So just in case somebody has lower back problems or issues, like right back here, or sciatic issues, you put a pillow or bolster underneath their legs. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Other than that, you need blankets, of course. A top blanket, which is like a wool blanket or some sort of microfiber or fleece type of blanket, something to keep them warm. Then you have your regular fitted plus your twin sheet. So the fitted goes on top of the table like you're fitting a bed. Then the top sheet just goes right on top of that. And then on top of that is just your heavy blanket. Now you can have heavier blankets if you want to. It doesn't matter. As long as the room is warm, they're fine. They might even be too hot. So you might want to take this off. You just ask the client their comfort level. After that, you have a stool. So this type of stool is perfect. It's lightweight, has wheels on it, so I can be mobile and move around the table. We have napkins right behind me just in case I get sweaty, or you can have a headband. So when you're working on the client, you're going to sweat. So I have a headband or at least some towels or napkin at your ready. We have over here a hot towel cabbie. So the hot towel cabbie is when you have hot towels and you want to wipe down the excess oil after you're done. We have the Aromatherapy, which is wonderful. Diffuser. Put your aromatherapy drops with some water. It diffuses throughout the room and gives you that nice, wonderful smell, relaxing, sedative, calming, seductive smell. Oh, it's crazy. We're going to get into that into another video to where you're having your Valentine's Day massage, or you want to get ready for your lady or your man. You need aromatherapy. So we're going to go through that in another video. But other than that, this is the basic setup. It's just a room. Anywhere you can put a massage table. So your massage table is about 72 inches long, 36 inches wide across. And then you can also do a different type of height wise, like from your height from the floor to the table, which you can elevate at any time. Take the screws out of the sides and you can actually elevate your table or shorten it if you want to. But we'll go through that another time. This is just the basics of my setup and the strokes that I do. When you start your massage, take your leg bolster or your pillows, whatever you're going to use, and you're going to put it underneath their feet. So for now, I'm just going to put this to the side. And you can, there's 2 ways to do it, 3 ways to do it, however you prefer. The first is just taking the sheets, pulling them up. Make sure you don't have the fitted sheet, so make sure you have the top sheet and your fleece. And then pull back till you expose the feet, because it's just going to go right under here underneath the top part of your ankle. So you have your pillow. Now you can actually ask your client to lift their legs, or you can lift your legs for them. So if you're doing it for them, you're just going to slide your arm underneath. But what's a no-no that I should have took off a long time ago? Yes, my bracelet. You want to wear no jewelry, no anything that can catch on somebody's skin or irritate their body. And also have your nails nice and trimmed and short, okay? Clean your nails. So I took my bracelet off. I want to scoop in underneath her feet with my hand, and then all I do is lift up. Take the pillow, put it right underneath, and then move my hand. It's going to be kind of tricky, so move this one up, and then you're out of their way. So the other way to do it is just to simply ask them, "Hey Laura, do you mind lifting your feet for me?" Perfect. Just gonna put a pillow right there. And that's it. That's all you do. So if they need it higher, you can add pillows or have a big bolster and then recover their feet. And this takes pressure off the lower back. Alright, so remember when you're starting off your massage, you just take off the top or the lid. You have your bowl with your spoon. Take the extra covering off, fold it back. Take your spoon. Your spoon, you're just going to grab a little bit, about that much, and then put it right into your bowl. Now you can liquefy this if you want to. You can put it into the microwave, but your molecular structure of the coconut oil may change. It may get harder or be clumpier. So just be careful, put it on a low setting, at least 10 seconds to 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, but even today's microwaves are very powerful. So you really only need to put it in there for a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds at most. Okay? So in the bowl, you can use this, or you can use the cream. The cream is a little thicker, so this thing folds down, so you can squeeze all the cream out of it, because I've been using it, and it comes all the way down to like the head, and see now it's coming out. So the cream is thicker. Okay? And then the massage oil, or the hot wax or hot soy candle massage, is just always going to stay warm in a liquid consistency until you pour it on the body, which I'm going to show you right after this. So first I have it in my hand. When we're taking the sheets back, you don't want to grab the sheets and it gets all on your sheets, so just put it on the back side of your arm. Make sure it doesn't roll off or anything. Don't put like a huge glob. You can either smooth it out a little bit and wipe so it doesn't move. So if you hold it upside down, it doesn't fall. That's why I like the cream. Now if you did that with the oil, that's going to run right off your arm. So just don't put anything in your hands just yet. Make sure you roll back the sheets nice and slow. And then you tuck on the sides. And so from the back, now you have your oil, just scoop it on off. See? Put it back in your hand. Rub, rub, rub. When you apply this to the body, let them know if it's cold. If you warmed it up, then you're fine. But just let them know it's going to be a little cold. Okay? And they'll normally say okay. So just start slow. And then down. All the way to the arms. The neck. And then back up the shoulders. And then right back down the spine. All the way to her hips, or his hips. Whoever you're massaging. Around the rib cage. And you should be doing this in the video as well. Everything that I'm doing. So remember, the first thing we did, we went down the spine. You should be following along. Nice and slow. Around to her hip area, her sides. Come back up, gliding across the rib cage. Down the arms. Back up to her shoulder blades. Down the neck. Then right back up through the traps and the neck, back down the spine again. And this is just how I introduce my massage to my client's body. The oil, the cream, or the hot wax, anything that I'm going to use, those strokes are all I'm going to do. So down the back, through the ribs, up the back or the traps, through the arms, back up to the arms, through the neck, back down. So it's basically just down, side, arms up, back down. That's all you need to do. Or you can have a simpler approach and just do the 5 massage strokes. So say I just have the cream, I get the cream off my arms, rub it in my hands, and then I just do 1 stroke at a time. This is an Effleurage stroke. So Effleurage, and these are all Latin words, and they all have different meanings. So the Effleurage stroke is pretty much a stroke that's just continuous flow, like a river, one after another, like an ocean. One wave comes after another wave. Wave doesn't go straight down and then just curl opposite way back up again. That would be against physics. So this wave is going straight down to the side. This wave starts. It's just like an ocean. One wave starts right after the next. While this hand, I'm just bringing it right back up so I can start the next wave. So this is just an Effleurage stroke. So all together we should be gliding together. One hand after another. And so my pressure on the client's body, all I did was get into a stance. This stance is like the archer stance. So I'm going to show you a detailed archer stance in just a moment. Or I actually have a picture posted on the video right now as I'm doing it so you can see it at the same time. It's almost like you're shooting an arrow. To the archer, that first leg points that way. The back leg stays stable. Lean back and let the arrow go. So archer stance is the one I'm in. I'm putting my weight on her shoulder blade and then I'm gliding down. This hand, same thing, weight. And I put my hips into it. I don't have to use my muscles at all. It's just weight and using leverage or different hip movements. So see how my hip just turn to this side and it gives more power going down. So from this side, watch my hips. It turns. Now my hips are facing that wall. So this hand, my hips are going to face that opposite wall. Watch. Because see, I just turned my hand movement, and so it makes me turn my hips too, because I have more power. And I don't want to use my muscles. So it's a very easy stroke. Effleurage is just a single stroke down the spine. So let's work the other side. So again, when we get into that archer stance, this toe is going to point to that wall. Point it. This one just stays where it is. Okay? Hand glides down the spine. And speaking of the spine is right in the middle of the body. We want to stay away from the middle. Now, when you progress and become super fantastic at massage, you can go across the spine if you know what you're doing. I go across the spine all the time. It's just I never put pressure on the spine. Like, I'm not going to be digging in here. I never have, and I probably never will. I will dig to the side of it and dig down to get the little transverse process muscles of the spine, or the little, man, there are so many back muscles. They're little small fine ones, like the rotatories. They rotate the spine side to side. That's the only time you should be going down the sides of the spine. So for me, I'm staying on this side. So you got your left side and your right side. Right now, I'm on her left side, but it's my right arm that I'm going first, okay? Or if you're lefty, you can go left. So down. You should be following with me. Nice and slow. So my hips are faced that way just because this is the way I'm moving. And then as this hand comes down, and then I turn. Now my hips are towards the door. And then when I come back up, I just reposition my hip area. So all I'm doing is kind of twisting, turning, twist, turn. For power. If I stay stagnant, I'm going to start to hurt my back, because now my back, once you go down and you keep going down, you're now using your back muscles. So the erector spinae muscles, as a massage therapist, when you're feeling fatigued because you keep going in one direction, you're not changing. And it's like, wow, why is my lower back killing me? Like, what the hell's going on? Well, that's why, because you're not moving your strokes. So if you have to hover over the table just like this, guess what muscle's going to hurt you as a therapist? Your back. So instead of hunching over all the time, move, move, move. And I'm going to show you how to move later on. But as far as the back, that's the easiest stroke to do, is the effleurage stroke. So just one after another. Now, if your back does hurt regardless, take a knee. So when you take a knee, you're down at the client's head. I choose to put my body on one side of their body. You can be in front of their whole body if you want to. I just like to stay on the side just because I have more power, because I'm going to hit their head if my chest will hit here. And you never want to give your client an idea like, oh, what the hell is that hitting my head? Is he standing up? What's going on? Because half the time, when they're looking through the bolster or the face cover, their eyes might be on the face cover where they can't really see your feet. They can't see anything. Now, some people can. Some people have a smaller head, like a nice peanut type of head, or apple, not apple head, but like a pea-shaped head, real small. It fits through the hole, so you can see the person's feet. But if you have a pie face like mine, mine's are oval face. My eyes are going to stick into the pad. I can't really see anything. So if something's hitting my head, I'm only assuming it's either the chest, I don't know, it could be the person's penis, vagina, lotion bottle. You don't know. So you don't want to give off the wrong thing. So that's why I stay to the side. That's just a male tip, just so you don't get into trouble. Please listen to me. So anyways, effleurage stroke in a kneeled position. It's going to be the same thing. You're just going down. And this time, yeah, I don't feel anything in my back. I don't have to turn my hips. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is do nice gliding strokes. And we're not doing any type of pressure. This is all my body weight. I'm just moving forward. When you're coming back up with this right hand, or left hand, sorry, you're coming up, watch your elbow, because the elbow's next to what? Her head is right here. So if I come up too fast, that's crazy. Like, you don't want to hit somebody in the back of the occipital ridge, right back here, or anywhere in the head area anyway. So this hand stays out of the way. So that's why I'm on the side of the body, because if you're in front of her, you have the chance of both arms hitting the head. So just be careful. So we got that stroke down packed. It's just an Effleurage stroke. It's just one stroke after another, over and over, okay? And then you can do the kneeling if your back starts to hurt. So you stand up. The next movement that I normally do is a petrissage grab, like a crab grab. Just like crab pinchers, like I'm pretty much just gliding. Well, my thumbs, I like to work by themselves before I even start to pinch. So thumbs, normally I like to work into the harder muscles, which are your rhomboids, your trapezius muscles, neck muscles, all that type of good stuff. I like to use my thumbs first. So yeah, you're still pinching, but you're kind of doing your thumb work first. So thumbs, you're just doing little circles. Now this can start to hurt your hands. That's why I only do about maybe 3 strokes of this. So that's 1. Come back up. Thumbs at the top of the shoulders. Dig in there. That was 2. All the way to her hips. Come out. And this is the 3rd one. So I'm really still doing my crab grab. I'm doing a pinch because I'm underneath her shoulder blade, or pretty much the scapula. Scapula going into her rib cage, because I can feel her rib cage on the sides, right here. So I'm pressing in. I'm almost like grabbing underneath her armpits. So that's the pinch, the pinching part of the petrissage. And then the thumbs are doing circles. And then I'm just gliding right down her spine. And it's not about pain or pressure. I'm using my body weight. So I'm leaning forward, that's the pressure. And that was just 3 strokes. So your thumbs don't burn out. Just do 3, you'll be fine. So the next petrissage is when you're doing a kneeling position. You don't have to kneel, I just like to. So when you're down here, you do your little bounce, get your back right. Well, you don't have to bounce, just messing around. Petrissage at the shoulders, you're crab grabbing the shoulders. So from here, grab, grab, grab. And that's it, pretty much. You can do that as many times as you want, and you shouldn't get out of stamina from your arms being worn out. So from here, palms come together, stand back up. And now the pressure is right on her shoulders, because all I did was stand up. And then you glide right back down. This is like a double effleurage at the same time. So again, we're going to do that again. We're going to grab those shoulders, grab, just grabbing them. Nothing heavy. About 3 times. And on the 3rd one, grab those shoulders, those traps, and then palms forward, like you're telling somebody to stop, like alto, Spanish, you know what I mean? Stop. So I think alto means stop. Anyway, palms forward, and as you see, like I moved forward with my hips, and all I'm gonna do is stand up. So my body weight is on her. And then slowly move. Okay, so that was the Effleurage Stroke and the Petrissage grabbing. So you can grab the arms too. Petrissage, grab, 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 grab. However you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way. The only wrong way to do anything is to hurt somebody. You can do as many moves as you want to in many directions. That's not wrong. But once you start hurting people, then yes, you are wrong. So do no harm. My last stroke, I like to use forearms. I know this is not a deep tissue class, but sometimes, yes, your arms are going to get a little tired. Your fingers are going to start to tingle. And yes, you aren't going through a massage therapy program that teaches you day in and day out how to massage somebody. This is a video to where you have no training or experience, so yes, your muscles are going to get fatigued. As you can see, take a look at my hands. They're red. The palm, yeah, my whole entire, because I'm working, the blood flow is flowing. So for me, if this happens, I like to use my forearms. My forearms, I'm going to do the Effleurage all the way down the spine. Right on top, I just set my forearm right on top of her, in between her shoulder blades. And all I'm doing is my body weight is on her, and I'm moving forward. And then I come right back up, and I do it again. So my arm comes down, Effleurage, this hand down, and then I sit my forearm, which is this part right here, the forearm, right there, that forearm. So here, forearm. You can place this hand on her backside and push so you have stability, and then just glide down. Just nice and slow. Now, see how I'm almost going across her spine? That's when I take this arm, just move it to the side. Now I'm back on track. And just glide down. So once again, and where I'm standing kind of diagonal to her shoulder blade. So my crotch is right here. If I'm pointed this way to her